So hi, I'm Beth. I have been a part of Abbey Church for many, many years. I grew up here. My parents have been a part of this church for many, many years. Yeah, so my family have always gone to a Christian camp called Revive, and for many years, always going to church, always following what my parents believed. One year at Revive, I took my mum into the caravan and just asked her to pray with me about asking Jesus into my life and making it my decision. I think I was about 9 years old at the time. So I was in primary school, went into secondary school. Secondary school was not my thing. Did not enjoy it, and I questioned a lot of my faith, a lot of things, a lot of life kind of around that. I really struggled with friendships, with teachers, and I felt very alone, very isolated. And I remember sitting or standing or whatever in my room and just crying out and being like, where are you? Kind of thing. It was a very isolated time, very lonely time. I continued coming to church. I could put on a good face when I came on a Sunday morning. You wouldn't have really known that I was struggling. Those closest did, but otherwise, I kept it pretty hidden. Went to sixth form. Had a really, really rough time there. Ended up dropping out. Threw myself more into work. I was a lifeguard. I was still kind of questioning things. I kind of come through the ridiculousness of school and was starting to feel a little bit better about God, about Jesus, about kind of where I was. I ended up in a relationship with somebody that I worked with. It was then that drew me away from God, from church. It was not fun relationship. I was abused and all sorts. It then led to me being on crutches. I had all sorts of challenges from that, and I was on crutches for nearly 2 years, on and off, struggling with my legs and my mobility. And again, I began to question, where is God? Why am I in this situation? What is kind of going on? What is my purpose? Why? So there were a few people from church who really took me under their wing, I guess, invited me into different work situations because I was a lifeguard and a swimming teacher, and I wasn't able to do that due to being on crutches. So, I got invited into working for the George Miller Charitable Trust, for North Bristol Food Bank as it was at the time, for Bristol Noise. I had 5 jobs. I liked to keep things interesting. So I was, just surrounded by really wonderful people and really lovely situations who were really understanding, really loving, and were just, really there for me and helped me heal or begin to heal from kind of school trauma, relationship trauma, etc., etc. And that was a really good kind of starting point. I was then invited to Zambia. It was the day after my birthday in 2019, and I got a text from Wendy Wardle saying, "Hey, would you like to come out to Zambia and do some work out here?" And the thought was just absolutely terrifying. But for some reason, I said, "Yes, I'll go." I had never really been able to go on sleepovers or away from mum and dad and kind of home on my own properly for a long time because I struggled with anxiety, and it just terrified me so much. I couldn't do it. but yeah, I went, and there was just this unbelievable peace about it. I was in the right place. I was, yeah, where I was supposed to be, and it was amazing. I got to work with, yeah, some amazing friends, an amazing group of Christians, and yeah, just to see how I could use my skills and my experiences, good and bad, to support the kids out there. And yeah, it was an absolute blessing, and I miss it so much. I had originally said that, yeah, I'll stay for like 4 months. I'll make it through that. I did like 16 months out there and thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, was just able to really grow through that. And yeah, I decided there that, you know, that would be my life. I wanted to serve God with everything that I do. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm getting baptized now because I've seen people in the past get baptized and then have kind of walked away. And I really wanted to make sure that this was my decision and that this was my life decision, that I would take it in kind of forever. So that's why I didn't do it kind of a few years ago. And then, yeah, I made up a whole lot of excuses as to why I wouldn't do it. Many of them were stupid, like my hair being red, I'll dye the baptistry red. So yeah, so now I have decided that I want to follow God's plan for me in everything that I do for the rest of my life.